All right, this is a pretty important conversation that needs to be had about Kevin Durant. I was listening to Ben Mahler on Fox Sports, and he was talking about this is the summer of Kevin Durant. And I want to just kind of respond and give my thoughts and opinions. And I'll be interested to hear what you guys have to say. Go ahead and drop me something in the comments and let me know what you guys think. So, Kevin Durant's, I think, 17 seasons in the league. He spent his first 9 with the Thunder. Right, those are far, far away. His last year he played with the Thunder was 2015 and 16. I'll come back to that in a second. Then you have the 3 years with the Warriors between 2016-17 and 2018-19. And a lot of people will tell you that was peak KD, when they were winning the championships in Golden State. And then you have, 3 seasons with the Nets, 2.5 seasons with the Nets. And then he was traded to the Phoenix Suns that year. Oh, and then you have 2.5 seasons with the Suns or whatever. I don't evaluate players on what they did a decade ago or a decade and a half ago. I can't. If I'm looking at them as a modern NBA player and they're still in the league. So to me, the 80-plus games that Kevin Durant was playing for the OKC Thunder, right? Those kind of things, that's long gone. It's so far away. He was in his drafted years, early, young player, hungry, wanted to be regarded as one of the best, right? And then he goes to Golden State and he does some winning. I don't know what Ben Mahler meant when he said the summer of Kevin Durant. I don't know if his intentions were just saying, because he's going to be moving and going to another team or whatever. Maybe that's what he meant. But the summer of Kevin Durant would imply that the free agent, magnetism, that teams are going to be lining up to sign this guy. And that may be true. There may be quite a few NBA teams that just desperately want a star with some notoriety, name recognition, and star power. That might be true. But I don't think you're getting a guy that can win you a championship. And I questioned that before the Phoenix Suns. And I questioned that in Brooklyn when he was closer to being still in his prime. He's not in his prime. All right, when I look at statistically what he's been able to produce in Phoenix, and Phoenix wasn't a great team over the last few years. I mean, they have immense talent, right, in their starting lineup. But I'm just looking at his numbers. He's still a very potent scorer. He's still a bucket getter. The numbers aren't bad. Not what I'm implying. And he's still logging some serious minutes. He's still playing 35 plus minutes a game. So I'm not questioning his ability to play. I'm looking at the ability to lead, which really was never there for Kevin Durant anyways. His most successful years in terms of winning, which is how we measure the greatness of players, was when everything was perfect and nothing was wrong. When he just got to go to Golden State and just hoop. You can't reproduce that. That was a unique thing. He was willing to find star and Steph Curry that just genuinely accepted him onto the team and accommodated it completely. That's atypical. Most of the stars on NBA teams don't want to lose the star. They don't want to lose the shine. So from a statistical standpoint, he played 62 games this year, 75 last year. He's still probably going to be able to play 60-plus games a season. But he has kind of become injury prone. We saw that in Brooklyn where he played 55 games in one of those seasons. Looking at the Suns runs, he did have a couple of injuries. They're not horrible, awful injuries. We know about the Achilles situation with Golden State, and he kind of lost that season 19 and 20. And he's clearly an age star that's beyond his prime. But the summer of Kevin Durant is nasty work. All right, he's not as good as a rebounder as he used to be. His assist numbers are down since he left Golden State and Brooklyn. Steals numbers, blocks numbers, I think they're mostly the same. He's still logging the time. He's still shooting 50+% from the field. He's still shooting 40+% from three. And like I said, the Phoenix Suns team was not great. And I don't think that whole thing really worked. But to call this the summer of Kevin Durant, I don't see a path forward where you can tell me he goes somewhere and automatically they are going to be NBA champions or even a favorite, because they stacked up the talent in Phoenix and they missed the playoffs and they missed the play-in. That's a lot. That's damning to a guy like Kevin Durant, who's going to be regarded as one of the best players of all time. You know, you could go ahead and put him in your top 30 of all time. You got people putting him in the top 25 all time. Some people put him top 20. But at this point of his career, you know, how much can he carry? I mean, you have younger players in a different position, and they can't lead their teams to the NBA Finals. What I'm getting to is, where can he go where it's going to be perfect? Because it was perfect for him in Golden State. And that was what, 6 years ago? 7 years ago? The last time he played for the Warriors was in 2018-19. It's 2025. It's going to be 25-26. And I just don't see it as the summer of Kevin Durant. Wherever he goes, does not matter. He already told you who he is. He showed us who he is. And now he's the older version of that. So where does he go? Where do you want to send him? Where can he go where things are going to be perfect and line up exactly how they need to be, like in Golden State, which we're almost 10 years from those days. So a 10+ year older version of that, and I need to have everything to perfection. I don't think that situation exists. This is not me trying to bash Kevin Durant. Just being realistic. Think of yourself as a GM. Do I bring this guy in? Do I just want to sell tickets? Does the name do it all for us? Or is this really guy, is this guy really going to be able to take us to an NBA championship? I mean, obviously, the sooner the better, because players only age. But I mean, I just don't see it happening. What do you guys think? Like, share, subscribe. Check out some more of our videos. We'll see you guys on the next one.